Hi, welcome to Moonbeam's Messages. This is a collective reading for Taurus. This is your finance reading. Now, as this is a collective reading, not everything will resonate, so please only take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If you don't find any messages in this reading for yourself, then please check out your other placements and you're likely to find a message in there. Now, this is a timeless reading. Date is the 22nd of September, but whenever it falls into your feed is when it's likely to be relevant for yourself. So we're on the first day of autumn today for the UK. It's beautiful, rainy weather. Yeah. If you do like your read today, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. It will help pass the message on to anybody else that needs to hear it. And if you want to hear more from me, then don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And if you press that notification bell, it will let you know when I do post new content. Okay, as always, I am not a qualified financial advisor. This is simply a message from Spirit that is very much just giving you a bit of a helpful hint and some tips on how you can potentially increase your current financial circumstances. So let's get into reading. So can we get one more card, please, Spirit, for Taurus and their current financial circumstances? Now, this is the second time I've done your reading. Just putting it out there. I did do one not long ago, but the sound didn't record through any of it. So I have already checked and the microphone is working. So I'm hoping it all comes through fine for you. I've just spotted that the incense isn't lit properly. The joys, the joys. Okay, so the overall energy we have for you is the Knight of Swords. So this is very much suggesting that you are trying to decide on what you want. You're not going to be acting very hastily. You're trying to take your time with making any decisions with regards to finance. So anything you're trying to invest, any kind of thing you're putting your energy into that's going to increase your finances, you're very much taking your time to consider all of your options. Now, in your current circumstances, we have the Hermit in the reverse. This Hermit is very much telling me that potentially you've not currently made your decision yet. So here with this Knight where you're making decisions, the Hermit's telling me you've not decided on anything solid just yet. You are trying to make sure that when you do make a decision that it will benefit you in the long term, which is pretty good, to be fair. But yeah, so let's get some clarification on that Hermit. Can you get one more, please, Spirit? Can you give me two? Okay, so we have the Five of Pentacles coming out to the side. We have the Four of Cups coming out to the side. We have the Six of Pentacles and we have the Six of Swords all coming out to the side. So all potentially a little bit of a challenge for you. Maybe you haven't made up your mind completely with them. So this Five of Pentacles is suggesting that you may be trying to examine money issues that your parents may have gone through. You're trying to learn some lessons about things from the past potentially, but it could be a little bit hard for you. Maybe your parents don't want to open up. Maybe they're no longer with us, and you're trying to work out where you can how you can learn from things that they've done in the past. The Four of Cups there is telling me that you need to be keeping a track of what you spend, so you can discover additional funds, and it could be a bit of a challenge for you doing this. Maybe you feel like there's not really anything extra that you can find. Maybe you're just not very good at keeping a track of your money. but it is suggesting that that is something that you may be struggling with at this point in time. The Six of Pentacles then, very much suggesting that you want to donate to good causes, but again, you may not be able to do that at this point in time, or you could be finding it quite challenging to be donating. Maybe you haven't found a cause that's good enough. Maybe the donations you want to give are not accepted. It could just be that you simply don't have the funds to do that at the moment. Now, the Six of Swords there, very much telling me that you need to explore different types of investments. You need to learn from what you've already got as well. So very much emulating this Four of Cups energy. You need to look at your resources, find out what you've got, and learn from what you've got to free up any additional funds. Could very much be learning from your parents too there. Maybe they went through something similar and you're trying to work out how did they do it. But yeah, very much you keeping a control on things, exploring what you can do with what you've got, and freeing up any additional funds where you can. Now in your challenge position, we have an Eight of Pentacles. So this is very much that whatever it is you're doing, being recognised for what you're doing is going to be a challenge. So maybe, oh good God, I've just dropped half the cards, or all of the cards pretty much. Maybe you are putting a lot of time and energy into something at work, and you're being seen to do it, and it could be that you're then expected to put more in. So if you're doing loads of overtime to get something done, it could be that they're then expecting you to keep doing that, you know? Now, it could also be that you may be doing something good for somebody and other people see that and then expect you to do it for them. But yeah, it could also just be simply that you're being really humble about things and you don't want to be recognised for whatever it is that you're putting time and energy into doing, or money that you're giving away. Let's get some clarification on this Eight of Pentacles. If you wonder how the deck all of a sudden magically reappeared, I did pause and picked it back up. Get one more card, please, Spirit. That's more than one. Okay, we'll take two, but I'm not taking... Oh, there's three there. Oh, we'll take it. We'll take it. Right, so we've got the Star card in the reverse. We have the Three of Pentacles. We have the Five of Cups in the reverse. The Eight of Wands and the King of Wands. So this Star card in the reverse then is very much suggesting that you're not looking at successful people around you. It could be that people are looking to you to try and emulate your success. This, when it's in the upright, this is very much you're looking at successful people around you to try and emulate their success. This is suggesting that you're not doing that, but people are looking at you for things that you have been doing. So potentially you may be making your own successes. It could be that you're doing something that people are starting to recognise you for. The Three of Pentacles then, very much suggesting that you are looking for some sort of stability. You could be potentially being quite stressed at the moment with regards to your finances. So whatever this recognition is, it is stressing you out as well. Maybe you are not being as successful as you want, but people can see that you're trying hard and it is just causing you some stress. But you, like I say, you're getting the recognition for whatever it is that you're doing. It could very much be making you not happy though. So whatever this is, because this Three of Pentacles is very much, about money can remove stress, but it won't buy you happiness. So it could very well be that whatever this is, it is contributing to you having a lot of stress, and it could be very much not making you happy as well. The Five of Cups then is telling me that there is going to be a little bit of a pause on your way to achieving your goals, which is something to do with this recognition. So maybe people are putting a stop to your plans that you're making. It could be something to do with maybe you've hit a bit of burnout. Maybe you are very much not liking the recognition that's coming along, and the stress and the anxiety is making you take a step back a little bit. But whatever it is causing you to just pause your momentum. This is a bit of a challenge, and it's causing you to, the challenge is to make sure that it's only a short pause, and to keep that momentum up. The Eight of Wands coming out inside again. This could be something to do with maybe some money coming in towards you. It's not something that you're expecting, but it could be something that's coming towards you. It could be money that you're expecting, with it being a bit of a challenge, but it could be that this money that is coming in, maybe you're getting a bonus or something at work, and you've got people around you that are not particularly happy about it. Maybe you've been doing a lot of hard work and you're getting a bonus, some sort of recognition payment for doing it, and you might have people around you that are recognizing this and being idiots, really, and it's causing you some stress potentially. It could be that you may have had a promotion, you got more money coming in. It could be something that you were expecting it, but the stress that's caused from the extra workload might not be what you were expecting. And we do have this King of Wands as well. Now, it is suggesting that you are very financially wise. You're pretty stable, and you like to teach people about finances. So again, this could have something to do with what you're being recognized for, or why you're being recognized. Maybe you've been pretty good with your finances. You're pretty stable. You've learned a lot of lessons. It could very well be that people are looking to you to help them with their finances. Not necessarily give them money, but help them with some financial lessons. It could be that they're looking to you for money, and that could be causing you stress and anxiety because you don't really want anyone to know, or you're worried that there's too much pressure on you potentially. And then for your advice to deal with this unwanted pressure that you're getting, you've got a Four of Cups. So very much keeping track of what you spend, because it will help you discover extra funds. So maybe you're worried that you'll overspend, or people might influence you with your spending. Especially if it's unwanted recognition, because that could be then people putting a lot of pressure on you to be, maybe you've got a pay rise and you've got, I don't know, maybe you've got adult children and they can see you getting extra money, and all of a sudden now they want a PlayStation, they want an Xbox, they want, I don't know, loads of, new car, designer gear, and it's putting extra pressure on you to get more money to keep up with what they want. And that could be where you don't want the extra recognition, why it's not serving you as much. So very much keeping track of what you're spending will free up extra funds. So if you have got family members that are pressuring you for money, that would help a little bit. We've got an Ace of Wands. Very much that money is a result of hard work, which you are aware of because you are hard working. Looking at this, you're doing something quite hard working. It's also suggesting that you need to make money work for you as well. So if you do have some savings, make sure that you're putting it in at least a high interest savings account. so that you can actually get some interest from that money. So making it work for you, making sure that you're getting the most out of the money that you're spending. We have a Two of Pentacles. Again, being prudent to avoid debts that are difficult to pay, making sure that you are only spending within your means, not being extravagant. So if people here are very much trying to get you to buy more stuff in this challenge, if that's the recognition, don't let them get you into debt. We do have a Chariot in the reverse. This is suggesting that you do need to make sure that you are looking fully at the decisions you're making with regards to where you're going to be spending your money. It's fine to hesitate and relook at things. You know, sometimes your first decision isn't always the best one. If the Chariot was in the upright, I would be telling you not to hesitate and second guess, and that what you want is the right thing. With it being in the reverse, this is telling me that you need to double check. So when you've made a decision, just double check it. You know, it could be that you find something you want to buy, but it could be that if you actually did a little bit of research, you could get it cheaper somewhere else, or you could get something that's pretty much the same thing for a bit cheaper, you know. So very much making sure that you are getting what it is that you want at the best prices that you can get it. Again, it could simply be something to do with work. It could very much be that, you know, you need to seriously think, is this the job for you? Is this what you want? Especially if it's giving you extra stress, extra anxiety. Is that what you wanted to do? Do you need to take a step back? Can you do something else? And giving it a good think through. Now, if you manage to take this advice and you navigate through this challenge, then we do have a Five of Swords coming out to the side as the outcome. This is very much suggesting to me that other people may be trying to influence your spending. So it is a reminder to not let them. Very much, I'm thinking here that it could potentially be family members that you've got trying to influence your spending. It's where I'm thinking you might be, you know, you might have kids, it might be a partner. It could even be friends. Maybe you're successful at work and you've got a promotion, all your friends want you to pay for the drinks on nights out. Could be something as simple as that. But at the end of the day, you didn't get a promotion to pay for everybody else, you know? We get 2 more cards to clarify this Five of Swords, please, Spirit. That's not 2, and I'm not reading that many. I'll take 1 or 2 extra, but I'm not taking half a deck. Thank you. Okay, so we have the Page of Swords that come out to the side. So again, looking for how to improve your finances is always a good thing. This is suggesting that you may be stuck on ideas, or you might not be able to find anything. You could be a little bit stuck on what options you could use. But again, here it was suggesting that you need to be looking at your finances to see where you can curb spending. So it could be something that you are finding a little bit of a struggle. But you can very much, it is suggesting to me that, you know, you can improve your finances, but you might need to, you know, keep looking at how you're managing your money, where you're saving money, or where you can save money. The Nine of Wands then is very much telling me that you need to be careful with investments where you're looking to save money. The Nine of Wands can very much be unsafe investments. When it's in the upright, it's telling you to make sure that you do save or invest safely. So yeah, just be careful with any investments that you do take, because they could be risky. So make sure that you get all the advice that you need to with regards to that. The Nine of Swords in the reverse then is very much telling me that you need to be careful not to dwell on any losses. So if this is an unsafe investment that you put into, then, you know, be aware that you are potentially going to lose money. And if you do lose money, don't dwell on it, okay? Because it is something that you have made that choice into doing. Now, another thing that you also need to be aware of is the Fool. The Fool is very much emotional spending. So where you've got people that could potentially be trying to influence you, make sure that you don't get into the habit of irrational spending as well, because this could suggest that you may be coaxed into a little bit of irrational spending. So it could be something where you could be, how to put it, you could be a shopaholic. You could be doing some retail therapy. If you get a bit sad, a bit depressed, you could be doing retail therapy. If you get upset, you could be an eater. So you might be, you know, ordering loads of takeaways. You could be somebody that does alcohol or drugs to numb certain pains. This is very much, don't let your emotions rule your spending, okay? So making sure that you are not doing things irrationally, making sure that you are thinking things through fully before you are, you know, jumping in and spending that money. Because it could be, as silly as it sounds, you could have people trying to influence you to spend money on them. Maybe you're in a particularly good mood. Maybe you're out on a night out and you've got people convincing you to keep buying them drinks or other things, and because you're in a good mood, you spend it freely, and the next thing you know, you ain't got any money left. It could be something as simple as that. It could be something a bit more, how do I put it? It could be that somebody's convincing you to save money towards something, like a big purchase that they want. And then you could end up saving lots and lots of money because they're putting a lot of doubt in your head. But yeah, it could be any number of things. But it is suggesting to me that somebody in your influence is going to be a bit of a challenge in your outcome. So do make sure that you are not letting your emotions dictate your spending. Make sure that you are doing plenty of decision making, looking for ideas on how your finances can be improved. I can tell you now, if somebody's influencing your spending, part of the ideas that could be improving your finances could be cutting that person out. Might not be. Obviously, you can't cut certain people out of your life. I know you can reduce the contact down with them, but yes, it's just suggesting that you do need to make sure as well, like I say, any losses that you do incur, don't dwell on them. Your finances will improve eventually, so don't dwell on losses if you do incur them, but be very, very aware that if you do get convinced into doing some sort of investment, you could lose some money, okay? It is going to be risky. Right, let's get you an Angel of Abundance card. See if there's any more messages from Spirit. This is definitely nothing like the last Taurus reading that I had no sound on. I still can't believe it got no sound. Never mind. Alright, so block out distractions. Very much other people then. Your life purpose and other priorities need your undivided attention. So it's time for you to take charge of your schedule and working environment by turning off electronics and avoiding anyone or anything that distracts you from what's important. You already know what these distractions are, and you have the power to responsibly block them out. So very much don't let those people influence you. And potentially this whole being recognised is going to cause you some distractions as well. Okay. Right. I hope you enjoyed your reading today, Taurus. Good luck on your finances. Thank you very much for joining me.